Good afternoon, good morning, good evening everybody. How are we? Great to see everyone again. Good to be back for day two. It's good to be back for day two. Alrighty, and I'm sure people will pop in as we go. I'm just having a look. Why? Let us know how the quality of the video is. I was just looking at my camera then, and maybe because I'm moving around a little bit, it looked a little bit disjointed, but we'll have a play with that as well as we set it up. Okay, we are back. We are back. So I'm doing 3 concurrent videos on this, so it's also just recapping what's in my head, because I've completed, without giving you spoilers, I've completed the playthrough on my Twitch live stream. And gone through the content, which makes it easier, I think, to demonstrate or do this live stream, because we can sort of get straight to the sort of the action and sort of swim around and that as well. So we'll be going for an hour and a half today, and we'll get in. So if you've got any questions, those that are playing the game or those that have certainly around, don't hesitate to throw it in there. It was great to see so many familiar faces and new faces yesterday, and I hope we get the same today. So sit back, grab your drink, grab your coffee if it's early in the morning, and let's get into it. Relax. So where were we yesterday? So we can park this a little side, and by doing a recap on yesterday, it also reminds me where we are with this game as well. So yesterday, look how snowy this place is. Yesterday we were nice and comfortable and warm in our little base over here. From our little base, we went to try and find Jeffries. Then we had an electrical storm. The electrical storm broke through, sent sort of the snow collapsing from the mountain, destroying our permanent base. That meant that we had to retract and make our way into the water, which is obviously where we're comfortable in Subnautica. Our sister, who's probably laughing heavily up here, you can't see the sister at the moment, she's in the Vespa, orbiting 4546b, but I think with the snow at the moment you just can't see the Vespa, which is weird. You normally can see it. I'm sure it is. The snow's lifting now. I'm sure we'll see. Oh, there's the Vespa right there. Orbiting. Hello, sis. As we get in there, she was kind enough, because we didn't ask for a rescue, to send us down our little temporary habitat, which we've certainly started working on things. So with our temporary habitat, we made our cylinder and a spare cylinder. We made our sea glide, our knife, our scanner, and our portable beacon. In regards to sort of making things at the moment, all the standard stuff that we would have made in the first Subnautica. Have we made our fins? Tell me we've made fins. We have made fins. Made that. We can make first aid kits. We just don't have a first aid kit. Manufacturer, we've got our repair tool, which will need some sulfur, and that's about it. We've made the rest here, and we have not made our grav ball, which will need some copper and batteries. Let's just go through the profile. What she has done is she's told us about an alien sanctuary in the Twisty Bridges, which is 200 meters down, and I need to go back to the research. Okay, sorry, we'll just replay this one.
I've got a lead for you. An alien sanctuary in the Twisty Bridges, 200 meters down.
I need to go back to the research site.
I can't let you.
Why not?
Boss's orders. We're trying to keep you alive.
Only because salaries cost less than lawsuits.
Is that cynicism making you friends down there?
Sure. They're just not human.
The files are on your databank. Do as you please, just tell me what you find. And don't get me into trouble.
Okay, so what Sister has also done is we've got our mod now for our high capacity tank. For the high capacity tank we need some silver ore, and we haven't collected any silver ore as of... We have collected silver ore, so we did go back and sort of get some. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some high capacity tanks. We've just got the standard tanks. That will allow us to go down a little bit deeper. From going down deeper, it will allow us to go down to our 200 meters, which is where we're trying to get to at the moment. So we can go down and try and find this alien sanctuary that's around about 200 meters. So let's make our high capacity oscillator. So we need some glass, some titanium and silver ore. Glass, 1, 2. Titanium and silver ore. Let's make our glass first. Now let's make our high capacity tank. The only thing with these two models is they look the same. So that's high capacity, that's standard. But we'll swap those over and then we'll make one more. Oh, it was 2. Oh wow, I didn't realize that. I must have totally misunderstood. So 2 glass and another 4 titanium. No, we need some more titanium. But we can make the glass. So let's make the glass first and then poke out and get ourselves some more titanium quickly. Let's go grab that. We'll also grab some fish and some water. And we haven't made our grav ball yet. What was the grav ball? Titanium, copper, and batteries. Alright, so we'll grab that as well. We do need to turn the light off so we can save some battery power. So for making batteries in this version, we need some ribbon plants. Hey, Jake. I thought I made a grav ball last night too. The problem is I'm playing 3 games in a row, Jake. And so if I made the grav ball last night... Hello, Jake. Thank you very much. There's the grav ball. Almost stopped me from doing a doozy, Jake. Almost stopped me from doing a doozy. I want to try and get some bloater fish. Then we'll find just a little bit more titanium. Here we go, perfect. We'll make our high capacity tanks and then we're going to go head down and find that underwater.
New creature discovered.
The Arctic pepper. You know what, we'll have a look at this because the pepper itself oh, she's not in there because the pepper plays obviously such a huge part in the first game. Well, plays an important part in the first game. How you doing, Jake? We'll make that. This should give us a reasonable amount of food and water. Going to need a couple more bloaters. We also needed another high, so we still need 2 more aluminium, but we do have it. Do you have some in here? Take the easy option, grab another tank. Get a couple more bloaters and then we will go have a look for an alien base. The other thing that we do want to make is the repair tool that's now available, but we do need some crystalline sulfur, so we'll find that. Animal Crossing. I didn't, Jake. What's it about? Let me write it down. All right, there's one. All right, there's 3 there. I want them. Plus we got some. Plus we'll take the boomerang fish. I don't need any more. I'm just taking the bloaters. Taking that. And that's it. All right, we'll head back. No, I'm writing it down because I got a memory like a sieve. So I love games. So if someone recommends a game, and I assume they're recommending it because they think it's a type of game that will fit my, that I'll enjoy. So I'll definitely have a look at it. Yeah, okay, so it came out last year and reminded me. Okay, so Stardew Valley. Yeah, no problem. So if it's a game like Stardew Valley, I do like that. So with Stardew Valley, another one that I started playing just recently that someone recommended for me. Now, when I watched the video, I thought this isn't my type of game, but My Time in Portia. That is a good game with some nice crafting system. Now, when I first saw the video, I went, it's not my type of game. It looks a little bit too kiddish. It's probably good for the kids to play. But then you get into it, you take away all the sort of the cuddly bunnies and things and the things in there. It's got a really deep immersive storyline and good, a really good unique crafting system. Like, it's a solid game. And I've had a lot of fun with it. Okay, so we're going to go for our a little jaunt now. So we've got our high capacity tank, so we can go a little bit deeper. We've got our beacon, so when we find what we're heading out for, we're going out to I'm just clearing some of these that we've read, but unfortunately when you reload the game, it sort of shows you in some cases that it's this is what we're trying to find. So we're trying to find the Sanctuary Zero location data. Sanctuary Zero was discovered some months ago, operating on a low power. It attempts to access the dense, reaching 100 to 300 meters. The fast growing bridges throughout prevents a permanent route from being to the facility being established. It can be located around 200 meters, and contractors were advised to use visual reference to locate a viable path, hence the reason we've got the beacon. The aliens architecture constructs multiple sanctuary facilities around 4546B. Their purpose was to store and preserve the aliens' mental state for later retrieval in case of emergencies. While many individuals fled to these sanctuaries when the Kara contagion was released, most succumbed before they could reach one. Of those sanctuaries we have gained access to, none have contained a viable alien consciousness, and it's further unclear what sense could be made of the data if it had. So once again, this tells us that this game, hey, Dovecision DJ, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Obviously, it reaffirms that we are after the after Subnautica. Okay, so we got our twisty bridges. So let's go down. Clearly, the painful thing is Like everything, we're going at night time. So we're going to head over towards the emergency supply cache where the twisty bridges were. And then we're going to go down till we can get to 1 to 200 meters. Oh, no, we've gone too far. Here we go. Twisty bridges, dark, and certainly some depth. These are super handy, aren't they?
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
My day is good. My day is good. How is your day? And you know what? That's amazing because I'm actually illiterate, Dub, if I'm allowed to shorten your name. And 9 times out of 10 I destroy people's usernames. Oh, more precursor technology, so we'll scan that. We are choosing... Oh, something's talking.
30 seconds.
So we get a little bit of oxygen there. So clearly what we're looking for is some sort of sign of alien technology. At the same time, and I'm just sort of popping away getting... Okay, here we go. So we've got a little stand there. Alright, where was our little... We saw it and lost it. There we go. So, there we go. So we've got a base, and there we've got something alien-like. So before we... I'm going to drop this down.
I've got you on GPS. You're close to the sanctuary.
There we go.
Do you see anything?
Some alien structures dotted about. I'll see where they lead.
Grabbing some more oxygen. We are going to go up. So before we go up, we're going to grab some of this. So we do have table coral. It's just a lot harder to get the table coral these days. It's not sitting right next to you. Let's head up. These sharks look sweet, don't they?
Oxygen.
6, 3, 2, blackout. We did have another tank. I love the game. Big fan of the first one. I'm playing it... Oh, we got another one here. I'm playing it 3 times concurrently. So a little bit momentarily distracted every time I start a different one. Because I'm streaming it live on 2 services. I know, the air bladder is awesome, Jake. Yeah, I should.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Because I even teach the air bladder, as in having it for emergencies. I realised I haven't filled my second tank, so we're just going to fill it. Have you jumped into Below Zero yourself, Dub? Oh, Rain! I would admit, in all my gameplay, I don't think I've seen Rain before. Okay, so now... we don't get attacked by the shark, we can edit. I can spell. And let's go. See what nice things we find in here. Silver would be good. Titanium I'm happy with. 185 meters. Crash fish. What sort of developer does that to us? Hey? But I like it's interesting because you don't have cave sulfur anymore. You've got crystalline sulfur. So the stuff that used to be just sitting freely on the walls in Subnautica is now what's found inside crash fish. Ah, yes. It's good. So there's only about 2-3 hours of gameplay at the moment, Dub. So plenty of opportunities.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
In the future. So I'm playing, yeah, obviously on my desktop that I do all my streaming off of, and as you can see, it's still the frame rate and it's still a little bit laggy. So it's only sort of 48 hours. It's only sort of 48 hours since the release, so I think wait a couple of months and then hopefully they will also, yeah, bring it to a state where you can. I'll grab them off of Twitch. I do normally have my specs. I think that's a good one. I might start putting my specs, just copy and paste my specs in the setup below. So when we stream it next, I will copy the specs over from my Twitch and put it down there. I don't know. Oh, we can. There you go. Can we? If that's what you're saying, you can. Oh, mate. Dub, you're a legend. This is my third playthrough, Dub, and I have not scanned any of these. I just naturally thought it was the triangle ones. But you're exactly right. This is precursor technology, which is exactly what they say. Scan it.
30 seconds.
There's stuff in here too. You're the man. Alright, let's head back in, get ourselves a fill of oxygen, and then continue the walk. Already done. We did just have a crash fish come out of here somewhere too.
30 seconds. Passing 200 meters.
We do them, mate.
Efficiency greatly decreased.
All right, let's fill these up. That means a huge amount, Dub. That means a huge amount. Thank you very much. So the type of games that I play, obviously Subnautica, but the games that I normally put on YouTube, I think the games that I normally play are usually probably around turn-based strategy and city builders and base building. But I do a lot of independent games. That would be really, that would be just amazing, Jake. Totally, yeah, very much appreciated. So, but I play a lot of independent titles. They're sort of the games I like. I mean, whoa, hello.
I come in peace.
Absence of hostility. Sufficient.
Are you alive? Or a computer?
What is the difference?
I want to meet the people who built this place. What do you want?
For you to stay here.
With you?
Forever.
Why?
Your masters will seek to harness my power.
You've met Altera then?
It is what we will do.
People will come for me.
They will also stay here. That is all.
I waited my life for this. I'm not your enemy. Hello?
All right. Let's see what we've got. Is that... That's where we just came through. Ah, because he's locked us in there. All right. So let's see if we can scan all this stuff, which I've never, once again, I've never done. Can't scan the broken stuff. Can't scan this. Can't fix the breach at this stage. Oh, I've sorry, dub, not sub. I've actually completed the game, so I am familiar with the storyline. I also just don't want to ruin, sort of putting my facial expressions on. I don't want to sort of ruin the, I guess the game for people that haven't sort of seen it in other streams or sort of watched it as well. So definitely familiar. Like I said, there are some things like the scanning I hadn't done. I'd always just scanned those triangles, but definitely. And yesterday I spent 4 hours just combing over every inch I could of this map. So found a couple of little Easter eggs that hopefully we can go and explore later. No, we can't scan any of these, but it's good. The same as here is there's a lip. This lip here is always tough. You can get over it, but hopefully the developers just tidy that up, because you shouldn't have to jump to get into this. It's beautiful, isn't it? The one thing that Subnautica does well is just...
What is this room for?
Do not touch anything. You would not understand. Die peacefully.
Die peacefully. Die peacefully. Just the colours and that they use. No, it's all good. All good. Like, I love the game. As I said, the fact that I'm doing it 3 times concurrently. I'm doing one for just YouTube videos, and I'll finish the editing the video, so that's the heavily edited one that doesn't have all the sort of the mannerisms and so forth. My Twitch stream, I normally do sort of 6-7 hours most evenings, or sort of 6 evenings a week. And then I'm really enjoying the YouTube gaming live streams, but it's finding the type of game that I can just play for an hour and a half a day, just to do sort of that hour and a half content. I wanted to continue. I did Subnautica for about 3 to 4 weeks, and had a few people sort of pop in and sort of watch. But I need to pick the game. So on Twitch, I would stream things like RimWorld or Oxygen's Not Included, or I think I'm going to start Anno 1800 tonight. Things like that, which I can stream for 6 or 7 hours straight. But I don't think it's probably something that's I could be wrong that people would enjoy as much on YouTube Live like this, but once again, I could be completely wrong with that. What I do enjoy is sort of these story narrative ones, and then I can sort of do an hour and a half a day and just keep going through the story. That was just my thinking on the short streams. And then the people that can't, they're just small 1 hour or 1.5 hour VODs that they can watch. They're good. Lawhawk Raid, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Welcome. I would say, and thank you very much, Nick. Hello, Nick. How are you? I was going to say, that is the very first raid I've ever received in YouTube. How you doing, Nick? How you doing, everyone else as part of the Lawhawk Raid? Brad, Maxi, Gaming. Are you guys working? All right, initiate download sequence.
Data must be flushed to an empty storage vessel. Switching. Storage vessel found.
Oh.
Commence download. Download complete. You have no concept for what has just occurred.
Oh, I know it hurt. What happened?
Download capacity was identified in your cerebral cortex.
You're in my head?
It is uncomfortable. Return me.
Release the force fields first.
Return me, or I will destroy your orbital station.
Why not do it now?
My survival chance increases if I do not draw attention.
I don't think you have the power. I think you're scared.
God, she's pushing buttons.
I am experiencing technical difficulties. Do not move. Do not move. Errors. Hibernating.
Ah,
You? What's
done.
happening?
Good. Well, welcome, Gaming Lore. Thank you very much for the raid. It is very much appreciated. And welcome, welcome to everyone who's popped in the channel. What is a raid, Jake? So I guess a raid, certainly within the streaming community, is where generally, let's say after I finish my streams, I will end my stream exactly right, and I will pass the baton over to another streamer. So you'll find that Jake, it is not always, and I guess it when you sort of build your community and you've been around for a while, you'll find that people, because of the different time zones, they will hand their community over to a like-minded streamer that they get along well with, or is also sort of part, and it just means that people can continue watching similar games, if not the same game. It's good. It is. It's once again, it's a way of just supporting sort of small streamers. It's not even a small stream as well. Big streamers do it. They pass them on to sort of the others, but it's a way of just keeping the videos and the streams vibrant. It's also a way of introducing your community to other streamers that you feel your community would enjoy watching. Yeah, no, it's good. So once again, thank you very much, Gaming Lawyer. It's very much appreciated and welcome. As I said, there is one name in there that is very familiar to me from about 4 months ago. Yeah, you're exactly right, Gaming. It is the same. I've made some really good on the Twitch. Obviously, I don't do it much on YouTube, and I do need to do some more YouTube live videos. Do more live streams. But certainly on Twitch, I've made some really nice friends that have hosted me or raided me, and then I've sort of returned the favor. And the same thing is, I will generally wake up now, and and the same thing is, because I've created that community, or I sort of see it, is sometimes I see them playing a game that has missed my radar. I play a lot of independent titles, and then I'll sort of go in and go, "Oh, what are you doing there, gaming lawyer? Where'd you get that game from?" And it is also my way of sort of knowing sort of what games are out there and sort of what are in early access, and that as well. All right, so just to recap, he's in my head now. So very similar to the first Subnautica, instead of being jabbed by a needle, you have another existence. And it does. It keeps people watching that maybe at work and just have it on their sort of alt-tabbed on their computer. And yeah, like I said, it could be exactly the same game. So when I was streaming marbles, you would just keep on passing your marbles and all your marble rollers onto other marble streamers. But when I would be playing games like RimWorld or Oxygen's Not Included, I may pass my raid or my my host onto similar type games. So if I was doing Oxygen Not Included, I may pass it on to a friend that was doing RimWorld or Don't Starve or something like that. Yeah, no, it's good. It's just a really nice, yeah, it's just a, nah, not at all, Jake. It's just a nice way to do it. So, yeah. And I do apologise, Gaming Lawyer, because me being a little bit of noob on the YouTube gaming.
Inside the sanctuary?
Yep.
Anything unusual?
Like what?
We're getting odd readings from your biometrics.
Malfunction, maybe?
I want to make sure. We're sending down a disposable bioscanner. Take a sample and send it up in the cargo rocket.
Okay, I'm on it.
On my... I don't have a bot set up on my YouTube gaming, and I need to take my OBS bots or my Streamlab bot and set it up for... Whoop.
We're in trouble.
If you send a sample, your masters will come for us.
They'll do the same if I don't.
Return me to the sanctuary.
So you can trap me again? No.
Then I will mask my presence. Initiate the scan.
There we go. So we are going to get the scan. So you don't use one game? Okay, so I've been doing it for Twitch. I found the bot handy. So one of the things that I find the bot handy is for easily doing shout outs. So in order to sort of to return the favour from people that do raid or host, is giving them a shout out that sort of links their stream and their community. So therefore people can sort of pop over and hit the follow or the subscribe as well. I think the bots are also handy for yeah, just sort of doing things. No, and I totally agree with you. Going is, well, even my Twitch is still a small, cozy stream, and I have a huge amount of respect for people that just have massive channels, but it can be overwhelming. I mean, it's great to get raids and hosts, but I've certainly been the recipient of sort of raids and hosts of, let's say, 300 or 400 people, and it's, yeah, it can be daunting. Your stream is going or your chat, and you're just going, bloody hell. All right. Wait, what's going on here? All right, I'm just going to save it here quickly because this doesn't normally happen. You can normally walk out. There you go. We're back. Thank you very much, Jake. That is extremely appreciated. And maybe if the timing's right, Jake, and I hope you do, I hope you pop in and say g'day. It is also just a really nice, cozy little channel. I want that sulfur. I just don't want the crash fish that comes with the sulfur. You blighter. So we'll go find out. We'll grab his sulfur. And let's head back. What games do you normally no problems at all, Dub. Yeah, so it's just yeah, / Matrenn. Let me get somewhere where there's oxygen, and I'll just type it in there. And we do different things. I normally pick something for a week or 2 weeks. I think Anno 18. It's got to be a different sort of month though. Normally I would do, yeah, as I said, do like RimWorld or Oxygen's Not Included. It's going to be a different sort of week.
30 seconds.
Because there's a couple of AAA games. I don't normally stream AAA games, but there's a couple of AAA games that I'm keen to play. So therefore I'm going to stream them. So Anthem and Division 2 come out. You stream basically whatever I feel like playing. Usually I don't to concentrate on. That makes sense. I like your theory. And I'm the same, like sometimes on weekends or whatever, I just want to play sort of some mind-numbing. I think we have 2 more in here. We have 1. There's our bioscanner. Let's head over to our base and drop all this stuff off. All right, let's drop the titanium in here. Let's drop other stuff in here. Sulfur. Probably didn't need to put the sulfur in there. Look at these. Placeholders. Hey? Placeholders. A first aid kit. So we will make another titanium box out here. I wouldn't have called myself a hoarder, but clearly I am a hoarder. Okay, so we'll make ourselves another waterproof locker. What did we get out of that before we go grab some food? We didn't get anything new. We do have our bioreactor. We want to make our repair tool, so we've got our crystalline sulfur and some rubber. So we'll take one of the sulfur, we'll take the rubber. Let's make our repair tool. Love the fact that we can make it and we don't need to put a battery in it. Is it? Oh, you and me, G-Law, you and me. Yeah, we obviously do have some similarities there. But I think that's what I enjoy. Also enjoy about the small communities as well. Hey, no problems all. Thank you very much for the raid. It is very much appreciated once again. It's good to see you again. It's good to see you again. Once again, another familiar face when we were streaming Subnautica, what, 4 months ago? And I'm sure I'll see you again. Right, let's scan.
Sam, I've got the sample. Looks normal.
Okay, good. Send it up ASAP. The cargo rocket should be on your HUD.
Will do.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
So we got our bioscan sample. What we've also got now is we can close off some of these tooltips, supply drops. We can close that one down. We want that one. We don't need the supply cache. And we'll keep those up until we realise which ones we can get rid of there. We're good. Let's go get some food, but we'll go make ourselves another one of these first. I think it's only 2, but we'll take a spare one. It was 4. Drop that one out. And we're going to put quartz in these. Silver. Heat pack, medical pack. We'll take that because we'll get some food after this. And we're good. Let's drop that out. Drop the quartz in. Let's go fishing. I thought I saw a bladderfisher over here. I do. There's one. Let's drop this over here. He looks like a good fishing spot. Perfect. Bladderfish. Bladderfish. Pepper. We'll grab one more for good luck. That's enough. Haven't you? Nick, you're the man. I do get caught out with that sometimes. What we will also do is make one more battery while we're here as well. Okay, Dub. Get some sleep. Thank you for popping in, Dub. Very much appreciated. May see you on Twitch. Hopefully see you again on YouTube Live.
Seek fluid intake.
That should be the link, does it? I don't even know if it if it hyperlinks it. It doesn't hyperlink it. That's a bit crappy. Thank you, Dub. Stay safe. Have fun. Happy gaming. Dub, happy gaming. Alright, let's eat some of this food. Drink some water. And we're good. Fill up our tanks, as we said. And then the last thing we wanted to do was make a battery. So it's 2 of these and some copper. We got a spare battery. Just for when the Sea Glide runs out. And let's go. So what we're going to do now is we've got a couple of these crates. So we're going to go over to the crates and then we're going to head over to the cargo rocket. So it's on the way, and depending if we've opened these crates before, then we're just going to get rid of the markers. I think we have. So that one's been opened. So let's use the opportunity to... It's not that one, it's that one. So we can turn that one off. And I think we've gone to this one as well. Air bladder. Alright, let's catch a bladderfish. I think I've drunk them all, Jake. I think they've drunk them all. There's one. Have we scanned the penguins and the penguins in this game yet? I can't remember. No, we haven't. Alright, let's go up and scan them. A lot easier to scan them when they're up here. There's one. There's the penguin, which is less cuddly than they look. Then where's our little babies? And the pengling, harmless. They're pretty cute. Well, there we go. Now we continue. We got our bladder fish, did we? Making it's a bladder and silicon rubber. Done. We've got it there. I don't know why that didn't work. No. Hey Jake, no problems. Mate, thank you very much. I thought it would create a hyperlink, but it doesn't. You have a good one, Jake. We're going to go for probably another 30 minutes, just so we sort of keep up with the hour-and-a-half stream. But we'll be back on Monday. We'll be back on Monday, so yeah, hopefully see you then. Did we jump into this one? We've already opened it, so the answer is yes, we have. So we'll keep that up there. Grab our little... Oh, you're being a pain. Not as much of a pain as that crash fish is. We want to get rid of that supply drop. Done. Okay, let's see if we can see where the, that's where it came out of. So we will grab that sulfur. And now let's continue over to the rocket. So we do have a few glitches here in the fact that all these limestones and crustaceans and so forth are not sitting on the ground, they're all floating. Getting a nice amount of silver. We're in a different biome here, so we're in the thermal spires. Place our battery. Did we scan this last time? I think we did. Don't think we can take a sample.
Oxygen.
No, we can't take a sample of it. Right, let's get up here. Land. How nice is it? I mean, I know we had land in the first one. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think the only thing that it does surprise me, I know we sort of say that, but because I guess it is an early access game, as a sequel, I would have thought that things like the limestone attached to the foundations and so forth, it's not like they had to rewrite the code. And I think those little glitches are surprising for me, but I'm not a coder. I like the weather. I think the weather patterns and so forth are a nice addition to the game. Ooh, I haven't seen these leaves sitting like this before. They've always been open and looking at me like that. Scary. So we'll see how they protect themselves in the cold. Or these are awesome, these plants. They're almost like radiated plants, radiating heat. So we can see a base up here, which is the rocket. These plants, well, okay, let's go the other way. So the plants in the previous, when you first started the game, they were not scannable. And I do believe I tried to do it here. Yeah, so they're not scannable, which a little bit strange. They also pack a little bit of a punch if you touch them. Alright, cave's dark, I know, but I'm just trying to save battery power. How nice is this? How nice is it to walk onto a landmass different from the first one? So when you walked into a landmass on the first one, all the structures were completely destroyed. So it's just a nice take on the game that you've got your own, you've got a research facility. You've got all these little portable buildings that are set up. You've got, after coming in on a cold night, you've got a coffee machine that you can use. How nice is that? I haven't tried before. Can you change the types of coffees that you want? I'm only having an espresso. Coffee completed. There we go. Comes in a Subnautica cup and everything. You can take a seat and drink your coffee. Yum. All right, back to work. So, positive thing is, these things are scannable. So you don't have to go around a burning wreck like the Aurora, or rusted bits of metal, an office chair, a normal chair. The coffee machine, however, is not scannable. We take the water, we don't need the first aid kit, we keep the food here. The multi-purpose room is scannable. Here we go, let's get our blueprints.
New blueprint acquired.
Actually, what was G-Law streaming, Nick?
New blueprint acquired.
Tonight, obviously he's not doing Below Zero.
New blueprint acquired.
So there's things you can scan and things you can't. So these lockers are not in play yet. It's broken. We've done the plants, the walls, we've done the bed. That's a weird one. You have to sit back a bit to scan it. So you can open it, but you can't scan it. Ah, Lord of the Rings. Ah, that's what he said. Yeah, I haven't. Lord of the Rings Online. I haven't played that for. You can't open these ones, and you can't get up here, or scan this one. So we had this one, this incident before. But we're good. How nice does this place look? Looks beautiful. Let's head back outside. We've got our rocket and our base. Just going for a little bit of sightseeing. We get an abundance of ocean that we're going to explore, plus a couple of channels. Sort of an ice break there, another island over this side. You're leaving footprints. So one thing that isn't happening, which would be a nice feel, is leaving footprints in the snow, but not happening. There is the rocket to send our blood sample, our bio sample. How huge is that rocket? You think you could actually send a smaller rocket up? That looks like it's going to launch a nuke. Rocket needs repair. Of course it does. Rocket needs repair. Open storage. Requested items is a bioscan sample. We've got it. I agree. It would depend on the type of atmosphere. But that rocket just looks huge. It's a nice rocket, but it does look like I'm going to nuke something. It does look like an ICBM or something like that. We're good. Let's launch it. I'm sure it's safe standing here.
Payload inbound, Vesper.
Understood. If anything's wrong, we'll come get you. Hey, why not take a couple days R&R up here anyway?
Why don't you take a jaunt down here? Remind yourself that life comes in colors besides white, off-white, and grey.
And temperatures below zero? No thanks. But speaking of freezing to death, if you're staying on the ice, you'll need transport.
You're trusting me with a snow fox.
Snow fox!
If I can find a version of the truth that authorizes it.
You're amazing. If you're listening, Altera, she's amazing. Promote this person.
Sorry, you're breaking up.
Love you! Now what?
Hello, Sam. So, here's a rocket. Look at that, you can construct a new one for 2 titanium. That's all it takes to build that rocket, is 2 titanium. Something else was scannable when you were just leaving last. Inside the base? Or around here? Hello, Noah. Something else was scannable inside when you were leaving last. All right, let's head back inside. Inside the base. All right, let's go have a look. Noah? Thank you, Noah. Welcome to the stream. All right, let's grab it in hand and let's see if we find something. Sometimes it could be the, say, the bulkhead door, because we don't, we got a fabricator, we don't have a bulkhead door. We can't do the locker. Don't need to do that, it will come up with a little...
Oh, hi. Yeah, Altera was listening. I covered our arse. And she's my sister, not my master.
You do not trust your sister.
Are you? Can you read my thoughts?
Do humans think?
Listen, I am thrilled to meet you and I would love to help you, but you need to get out of my head.
If you will not return me, you must release me to another vessel.
Love it. How?
I am uncertain. Your brain is restricted. I will inform you when I process the data.
I'll keep Altera off our back till then.
You were more polite when we met.
Yeah, process
that. It is the third time I've heard that, but it cracks me up every time. You were more polite when we met. Yeah, process that. I think it is the table, right? You are correct. It's the counter. As soon as you said the count, as soon as you said you thought it was the table on the right, I remembered I have not scanned that. Everything else I have done. No, not at all, Noah. So I'm not sure how long you've been in the stream before. This is my third playthrough, so please don't think that you're ruining anything. Certainly appreciate it, and I am getting confused between my 3 playthroughs. So if I do miss something or anything like that, do not hesitate. It's not spoiling it. It's not. It's also helping other people watch the stream that haven't sort of watched it to make sure they capture everything as well. And I use the example of Dub. He informed me, so even out of my other 2 playthroughs, he informed me that you could scan some other alien technology to get sort of precursor points, which I never knew. I never scanned it before, so that was good. All right, so here we are. We're just making our way back home. Food, water's okay. Water, we're doing okay. We've got a few. We're not free. See, shadows. I really like the shadows. I know people say that it was in the first Subnautica, but I don't remember them as much as this one. Yeah, well, thank you. It's great to have you in the stream, Noah. It's an easy-going stream. They always are. We've made the wrong turn, but we can go this way. Let's just jump in and have a look. So we've got a biome here with nothing in it. So I would say this is a unfinished biome. Did we scan these things already? I cannot remember. No, we haven't scanned a rock puncher. Large crustacean, attracted to glowing lava found in the deep rock salts. Avoid and redirect with food. There we go. We'll stay away from that thing. Alright, let's head back to our base, drop a few things off. Or our little base. I can't believe how shallow these guys are. Like, they used to be in the deep water, hassling the crap out of your sea moth and anything else. So obviously these fellas are new. So head back, we'll grab a few things on the way. And we'll check to see what else we need.
30 seconds.
Contractor Goodall, come in.
Why are you being cute?
I have the CEO on the line.
Goodall, this biosample you sent us, it bears no resemblance to your biometrics.
I think
And the alien facility, it spoke your name?
that's...
What is happening down there, Goodall? I would ask your colleague, only he disappeared. Silence! Where is the other one?
Here, sir.
If you mean to make Vice President manage your people.
Yes, sir.
What is this, bien qui? I said senor.
Sir, if I could just...
He's gone.
Sam, I'm sorry.
I've been stuck in middle management since I graduated.
I know. I'll try harder.
I have to go.
He sounds like a really supportive CEO. He does. You know, there's obviously just a real people person. I don't know. I don't know who Johan Jamieson is. Ah, there you go. I know who he is, Nick. I know who he is. Alright, so let's jump back in there, swap the tanks over if we need to swap the tanks. We don't need to. Grab all these that we don't need, plus we can throw that in there. Sam, placeholder. Robin. Oh, they're not talking. I'm sending down a building tool so you can make yourself a home. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Time to start building. Where is it? Cargo rocket? It's going to be one of the new supply drops. Here she is. Why has she sent it so far away? Thank you, Sam.
Calling all contractors planetside. Alterra has updated mission objectives. Please study your individual briefings. Remember, failure to deliver on objectives will result in payment deductions and/or your removal from the planet. Be safe.
That's obviously my sister's official voice. Here it is. Habitat builder. Woohoo! And we get a scanning room.
Acquired.
Okay, so let's have a quick look at that. Do we get anything more? Okay. What do we get? Habitat builder, there we go. So, habitat builder, we still don't have the second piece of the laser cutter, so we'll have to look for those once we start looking around a little bit. But we can use the scanning room if we want to find fragments. So we've got a foundation, we've got all the normal parts, a vertical connector. The multi-purpose room we scanned from the mainland. We do get a free scanner, so I guess the scanner is going to help us find, obviously the scanner was good for finding wrecks and things like that. We've obviously got the solar panels and the hatches and the reinforcements and the ladders for going up the vertical connector. All these things we scanned when we're on the mainland. So let's go build ourselves a base. Let's go build ourselves a base. I don't know what this one is. Sorry, we know this is our base. I'm just checking what this is and then I'll turn it off the we got a supply drop there. I think this is the one. I think we've opened it, but I'll just double check to make sure we've opened it and then we'll turn this one off. Then we're going to go pick ourselves up some aluminium, some glass, and let's go make ourselves a base. So same old, same old. I think we'll probably need tons of titanium, not aluminium, tons of titanium. Oh, this has not been opened. What do you got for me? What have you got for me? We've got a bug, that's what we've got. We've got water and nothing. Alright, there you go. Let's turn that one off. So we're good. So everything we can see now is what we're using. So let's go get some titanium on the way back. Let's grab 2 of these so we can make some more batteries. Let's grab some, actually we'll make 2 lots of batteries. Let's grab some glass, quartz for glass. Let's grab a heap of titanium. And then work out where we want to put our base. Water and nothing, yeah, it was water and nothing. So clearly it's something that's supposed to be in the game, but they just haven't, it's just a placeholder. They haven't put it in the game yet. Just grabbing a little bit of some limestone just to get some titanium and copper for the batteries. Also at the same time maybe have a think where we're going to build the base. Around here would be nice. I don't mind this area. It's sort of flat enough. It's got plenty of fish. Except we're underneath ice. We can move it back a little bit to here. What are we, 166 meters? Yeah, here's okay. Where are we? So we're not far from the cargo rocket. We've got sunlight. We've got plenty of open area so we can drop things around. At least for a starting base. We can always move it once we know where everything is starting to hang out. Let's grab our titanium and everything we need.
Oxygen.
Alright, so bang, we want to head.
Processing is complete. You will build me a new vessel.
How? What kind of vessel?
I have not granted you permissions for that information.
I can't help you if you don't tell me.
Which data formats do you accept?
Words, mostly?
I have added the information to your data bank.
Thank you. Listen, I need something to call you.
We do not use words that way.
I used to have a pet barwol. I called him Ketchup. Don't make me name you two.
You may append my seed code to the species designation. You may call me Al-An.
I waited my whole life to meet a spacefaring alien. You're telling me your name is Alan?
Is it insufficient?
No. No. Alan. It's perfect. Let me see about that vessel.
Now this cracks me up. Notes. Thanks for playing Early Access 1. Story. Sorry, I'll bring it up this way. Thank you for playing Early Access 1. Story and gameplay from here is very broken until later updates. Continue at your own risk. Continue at your own risk. What does that mean? Does that mean I could possibly die from streaming this game? Like Leviathan's going to jump out of the screen and sort of just throttle me or something? Do I have a chance of like the computer blowing up playing this game? What's playing at my own risk? What type of warning is that? It's got me scared. All right, so we're going to build our base over here. So that's the angle we want to go on. So we want to go out from there and build it that way. What do we want? We're going to make some batteries. We need some quartz and we need a ton of titanium. So let's get in there. First of all, let's make our batteries. Let's drop our dead ones in. Quartz until we'll cook up that food. How much of the game do they have done? Is it beatable? No, absolutely not. So this is basically, yeah. No, I understand those ones, and they normally say that sort of stuff, and I think that's what they're sort of talking about. I was only joking with the other side. What do we got? Right, we're good there. Let's eat this. Let's go grab some more titanium. What do we need to make a fabricator? So I think we need 1 copper ore and quartz, and a fabricator we need 2 copper ore and quartz. So we need at least 3 quartz. We need at least 5 quartz. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's grab 5. And 3 copper ore. And 1 more quartz. And some more titanium. And we're good to go. We wanted to go on this angle. head out here. It's daylight, that will make it easier. We want somewhere where it has a fair bit of fish, nice and flat. Not too deep, but certainly deep enough to... Creep vine would be nice. Nowhere near the sharks. And plenty of marine life. Unfortunately, we've missed the place. Oh, here looks nice. It doesn't sort of have the... How far are we? 464. So we have missed the area. I'll bring it in a little bit. It's a little bit tough. We're not finding sort of super flat areas. This is where we were before. Here we go. Nothing crazy here. All right. Home sweet home. Home sweet home. Clearly that didn't work.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Wow, that's dark. I don't know if that's just a... Alright, so now we've got power. Okay, now we're light. So it was all about the...
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Now let's make our fabric... Ooh, let's make our fabricator. And I just need one copper. Hopefully I've got one copper. Yep. Because I want to make a beacon. Because until we get a scanning room up, we've got no other way of marking our base. Done! Home sweet home. So let's have a look at our mission briefing. So we got a couple of good things there. We got all our blueprints that sort of came through. So we know our planters and pots. We've got our alien data. And that's interesting as well. So for instance, this planters and pots, interior plants come in various configurations and allow most plant species to grow in small numbers for decorative and botanical use. We had planters and pots in the first Subnautica. It looks like home to... It is. It is. So, so I'm surprised they didn't take the planters and pots from the first one. All this, I guess they would just drag over from the first game. Briefing. Okay, here we go. Vesper mission overview, week 26. Updated. There's 96 personnel. What? Hold it. What? Vesper mission overview, week 26. Personnel on 4546B, 37. Personnel on the Vesper, 96. You're saying there's 37 other people. I mean, when she talks and she says to all contractors, so I guess she is sort of saying that there's other people on this planet. But there's 37 other people on this planet? Interesting. Okay, so 3 active missions. The first one, search and rescue Mr. Jeffries. Vesper order centers are scanning for the missing crew. Dive suit found abandoned next to cargo rocket, which is, we know where the cargo rocket is. The GP analysis indicates the directory leading towards... Sorry, just reading. Okay, we've lost the voice. Obviously, Sam didn't come through that time. But, Sam, Robin, your biosamples, did you lose sight of it at any point? Not until I launched it into space. You said the research site called you by name. Did anything like that happen since? No, you said it was off limits. What exactly happened in the sanctuary? Sam, what's this about? Just routine. I poked about, took some scans, nothing happened. I have to go. Stay safe. So let's go back to where we were before, which was our jobs. So GPS analysis indicates the trajectory leading towards the deep sea station Kappa, 150 metres. Find your colleague, mission number 1. Mission number 2, Leviathan Generic Research Program. Genetic samples from deceased Leviathan research specimen are requested. Due to the recent snow flow, its position is unknown, depth 150 metres. And the third one, data retrieval at the research base Omega. Omega base was abandoned weeks ago due to increased local threat levels. The alien research data at the base may prove vital to our efforts, and it's less than 100 metres. So that is our 3 objectives that we need to look like. However, it is now 3:30 my time. People are asleep. That's an hour and a half. We're going to finish up the stream there that we wanted to do. So that's going in. We will be back on Monday. I'll do a little bit more research on the weekend. I have done more than this in other streams, but the actual game itself comes to sort of a little bit of an abrupt halt. But we certainly have another stream in there. So there's still fragments to collect and there's still items to make. We've still got our scanning room. And there are a couple of Easter eggs out there that I want to show in the stream. So there's some things to find, there's some bases to find, and there's some creatures to find. And I think that's going to be excellent for Monday, just to have a look at those. The next update is on March 15th, so we will stream on Monday. And then we will sort of see if we continue during the week, depending on how much more content there is and I find over the weekend. But we will definitely come back later on when they do the next patch update in March. So thank you very much, guys. As always, it's been an absolute pleasure having you in. It is swapping to that. Awesome. So thank you. Have a great... Yeah, no, it is. I think it is. I think it's awesome. So thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your likes. I can see 6 likes there on this video. That is absolutely awesome, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follows and the subs. Thank you for those that popped into the Twitch and hit the follow there. It helps me out a ton. I'm only a small streamer, I love what I do, and I hope I give you some content that you also enjoy and have a bit of a laugh as well. So have a good weekend, guys. Stay safe, happy gaming, enjoy whatever game you're playing, and I look forward to seeing you next time, whether it's on this stream, whether it's over on my Twitch, or whether it's just watching me on the YouTube videos as well. So if you've got any comments, leave them below. I always read and reply to the comments, and it also helps me create more content. So if there's things you want to see, if there's a game that you'd like to recommend, please don't hesitate to throw it in there. So thank you, guys. Whoop, I will save it there, and we will see you next time. Have a great weekend, guys.